Here we go, back at it again. The crazy thing is coming up is Valentine's Day. And everybody's going to act like they're surprised all over again. Every time. It just seems like I don't know what to
Um,
do. I don't know what to get.
I think most people know what to do or get. It's just the choice of how they want to deliver it, right? Everybody's like, oh, the typical flowers, candy, all that other stuff. But then it's like, all right, should we do the nice romantic date or this or that? I think that's what it like. Everybody knows what to do or get. I think it's the actions behind it, right? Like some people wait till like the day of and get stuff, or some people wait till I honestly feel like honestly, if you're a couple days earlier for Valentine's, there's nothing wrong with that. Like if you know, like depending on your work schedule and all that stuff, just plan ahead. Like with anything else in life. I know obviously we're human, we're not perfect. You don't always have foresight for certain things because especially if you're a type of individual is still kind of like, figuring things out, you're kind of scatterbrained. You don't think about it right away, but you know it's there. You're like, all right, Valentine's Day is coming up. I gotta do something. So um I always think that everybody knows what to get. It's just how to deliver it and when to
All
deliver
right, Judge, I'm going to interrupt you on that and disagree.
it.
Okay? I'm going to just interrupt you and stop you on your philosophical way of trying to be like, you know what? I'm going to give these guys a cop out
Hey
and
man,
hope.
every
Because
there
right there, when you literally just said, you get stuff the day of, you forgot already. You playing yourself. Once again, every episode I bring this up, we have this little computer in our hand. I'm just saying, am I
I
wrong?
I,
It's not like
I
it changes from February 14th. Judge, lawyer, C lawyer. It's not like it changes from February 14th.
look, man,
It's not
this is
like you
all
don't
I'm
know when it's
saying.
coming up. I'm just saying.
I know what I'm trying to say is people know the date, people know what to get. It's the delivery part. When should I deliver it? That's my thing,
Oh, that's an
right? Like,
excuse. You're an excuse.
but I get it. Look, I get it,
I
man. We're
don't know
all
when to
human, bro.
deliver this on the 14th.
You know what I'm
On
saying?
the
Like,
14th.
I'm just saying, man.
I don't know when to deliver this on the 14th.
I'm trying to give the good people the benefit of the doubt, man. That's all
What
I'm
people?
saying, bro.
I might
People
get
in
the hate.
general.
Look. Generally, I might get the hate that I might get for saying this, but literally, once again, the date never changes. The day changes, yes, because Valentine's Day is on Saturday this year. The date never changes. That is my argument. You know what's coming up. Hey, Christmas, December 25th. Never changes. You know what it is. You know what's right after Christmas? Valentine's Day. You know what it is.
No, no, you skipped one. It's New Year's, mother. It's New Year's. Then we got
Sure,
MLK Day. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
So don't be trying to.
If you want to go for that, if you want to do whatever, I treat those like Thanksgiving.
Mm, all right.
But once again, once again, here we are, Grumpy Gills podcast. Will the creative is sitting over there with his Beast Brody shirt on that you can
That's
get from
right. You know what I'm
Andrews and
saying?
Goaded.
You
Shirt
know what I'm
link below in the
saying?
description. And
Andrew
hey,
the goaded. Here we
goods.
go.
I forget who I am every week. Um, I think I'm Reggie this week. Reggie, the tech, that guy. But we're talking about Valentine's Day because that's what's coming up here. We're talking about it a few weeks early just to get you ready and prepared mentally. If you hadn't already got that special one you love, a gift, or even your side chick, I don't know. It's whatever you decide.
Whoa, our side dude, depending.
Our side do, or however they identify.
I mean, there are thruples now, so
Yeah.
back to what you were saying about your name, though. Just so y'all know, the reason why his name is Reggie the Tech, because he does all the technical shit. I do all the creative shit. He does all the technical shit. So setting up all this, uh, the Zoom, all that stuff, he does all that. He's running all the audio, all that stuff. I edit, and create all the product. But it works out great. We have a great relationship, and this is why we vibe. So, but anyways, yes,
He's
Valentine's
over here
Day.
trying to
So,
justify why people should wait till the day of. All right, cool. Let's go with it.
Valentine's Day. Let's
Hey, you
start
know what
off.
makes you
Okay.
tough? Hey, you want to know what makes you tough, really? Especially in boot camp when they don't do this anymore. I don't know. I don't know if they do this anymore or not. Is uh, remember when we had to write letters?
Yeah, man.
Remember when we had to
Yeah, I
write
don't even
letters?
want
We
to.
didn't get to use the phone line like everybody else does nowadays. You know what makes you tough for that? Not getting a Valentine on Valentine's Day. It makes you tough.
I didn't go through boot camp through Valentine's Day, so
Nah, I'm talking about this one makes you tough. You want to know why it makes you tough? If you didn't
what?
get Valentine's during Valentine's Day, so when you didn't get letters through
Yeah.
boot camp from your folks that you written letters to, it just be like, ah, well, that's normal.
Well, I mean, I wrote more letters than I got any back. So, it is what it is.
Exactly. So you didn't feel no way
You
about it.
know, no, I was just like, fuck it, bro. Like, I'm in
Nah.
boot camp, so who cares? The world's moving on. Like, like, I don't know, but this is my thing. So Valentine's Day is obviously what are the holidays they call them? Is it a pagan holiday or whatever?
Yeah,
Right?
it's a pagan holiday.
Yeah, it's a pagan holiday. So it's like, other than that, for me, Valentine's Day is just another day to like celebrate your love to your friends and family that you care and love about, right? Like, me personally, I don't care about Valentine's. I give two fucks about Valentine's Day, but it's a day where it just shows where I can just show the love and care. I do care for the people that surround me. So that's how I look at it. Like, all right, cool. It's Valentine's Day, whatever. But, as long as you're giving effort to try and get a gift on time and plan something to do with your significant other or whatever invites you, your family, whatever, I think Valentine's Day would be great. Now, where you go wrong, yes, if you don't plan anything at all or do nothing at all, then last minute, like, the day of, like, oh snap, it's Valentine's Day, you're pretty much screwed. You're like, especially too, like, being on where you possibly at, like trying to book a restaurant. Hell, I started looking at restaurants to go to during December, and some of them are already booked for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Like, it's so,
That's
you
so
know,
that whole argument about waiting last minute on is negated.
yeah, I mean, luckily I did find something that I know we would like. Um, but like, even still, like, motherfuckers and I get it, thinking that like open table lets you only book so far, but I called one restaurant and they were like, yeah, they allow people to start booking. It's like when they sit down, they allow people book for next year if they really like it. I was like, what?
Yeah. If they're
That's
frequent
crazy.
customers and stuff
Yeah,
like that, if they're frequent customers, they're always
because
gonna
they have like they have their set table and all this other stuff, and I was like, man, I mean,
have their
I
full
would like
set
to
menu.
I'd like to get to that point, find a restaurant where I'm like, all right, this is our restaurant. You know what I mean? But uh even the spot I found, I was like, it's still pretty like there was only a few tables left. Um and it's more of a family setting restaurant because I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the whole family out. If we're gonna do this, well, I'm not gonna say where we're gonna go because well, this is not gonna air till then. But anyway, so yeah, I found this nice little Cuban steakhouse in
Oh,
Costa Mesa, California. So I think I'm honestly also gonna book a room too and stay down there and stay at like Newport Beach and stuff like that.
yeah.
But
That'd be
that's
dope.
that's the plan. So unless something her dad just got here, so I might have to change that a little bit, depending, you know what I mean? I don't want him to be by himself on Valentine's Day, but well, I have to talk to her without trying to give up too many secrets, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I'm trying to make it a surprise. So but other than that, man, like, yeah, people overall, I think sometimes also nuke it too. I think people nuke
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Like, sometimes the simplest thing will get you far, right? Like, you don't have to go and do like fucking 40 dozen roses and all that. People be going way too like, bro, like, just get a nice set of roses, some cards, some chocolate, maybe a bear, plan a nice dinner, and that's all you really need. You know what I mean? People just want to feel that you care and you have that love, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that you
No, it's
actually genuinely care
110%.
and put some thought. Some people would just be like, man, I'm gonna spend like, bro, like, unless it's like your wedding anniversary or something on Valentine's Day, I get it. But if it's just like to me, like I said, it's another day for you to be able to spend time with your loved ones. So
Yeah, 110%. I agree with you. You know, um, there's no argument there because you negated your own argument when you came back and said, "Hey, I already booked this restaurant like 2 months prior."
Hey,
Yeah,
look, I was talking about the people. I wasn't saying myself. Yes.
I I enjoy Valentine's Day. Um, I'll go out of my way if I'm with somebody on Valentine's Day,
Well, it's like
and
a double day for you.
that's a people poll right there. How they feel about that? That's a people poll question. How they feel about that? At the end of the day, the way I look at it as when it comes down to actually getting somebody something on Valentine's Day, you'll hear some people say this always. Um, and you brought it up a little bit in what you were talking about. But some people say, "Oh well, what's one day?" Because in Illinois or Chicago, they have like Sweeties Day, which is somewhere similar to that.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
It's it's somewhat the same thing as Valentine's Day. It's for
Hmm.
your sweetie stuff like that.
I'm gonna have
But
to look that up. That one's new to me.
yeah, but it's just one of those things where we talked about gift giving a couple episodes back, where literally when you get someone something, you don't have to overthink it because you already know that person. No matter if you got them the world the last time, it's always something you can get this person to make their life a little bit better or show that you're thinking of them. At the end of the day, that's the way I look at it. And why
Yeah,
it's double dipping for me is, as you already said, that's like my birthday. It is my birthday. Uh, I can tell you, like Valentine's Day is kind of I enjoy it, but sometimes it's always a sore subject depending on the situation and what it
I get
is.
it.
And I always laugh about it. I always try to laugh things off about it when it comes down to it because you already know what's going on during this time too. It's tax season. That's when people try to pop back in the picture and be like, "I want my family back."
Mm, that part. We're not gonna go. Let's not go down the weeds with that one.
so
Let's just
so
kind of.
they always try to work it out and be good and get Valentine's Day gifts in, be like, oh, boom, 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 this, that, and the third. But you want to know something crazy? Things that I've known about Valentine's Day, the things I've always looked up. I've never heard of this until this year. That there's an actual Valentine's Day week that leads up to the day. So February 7th it starts. It starts on February 7th. It's Rose Day. February 8th
Okay.
is Proposal Day or Propose Day, where you share your commitments to each other or
Oh,
your feelings. February 9th is Chocolate Day. Very self explanatory. February 10th is Teddy Day. Gestures of warmth and care. February 11th, Promise Day. Focus on trust and intentions.
mm,
February
I like
12th,
this.
Hug Day. Emotional closeness and reassurance. February 13th, Kiss Day. Expression of affection. Just showing affection.
Hmm.
And then, February 14th, obviously, celebration of love and companionship.
I never knew that. I just thought it
Yeah,
was like Valentine's Day, and that's it.
bro. As
Look at
as
that.
much stuff as I've known about Valentine's Day and Saint Valentine and the Valentine's Day massacres and things of such, that was the first time I've ever seen that, and I'm like, interesting. Maybe one
I
day
mean,
I'll do all that cool stuff.
I mean, it's my thing too is also like once you start something, you got to continue it. So you got to be careful about what you want. That might get like
Hey,
in the way, and I get it. It's a very loving week, right? That's how I look at it. It's a very loving week. You're
it's
doing
like the
something
12
every day of
days
the
of
week.
Christmas.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
it is.
But here's the thing. There is a point where some of that stuff does get mundane, right? Like you're like, all right, I've been
Yeah.
doing this the same thing for 5 or 6 years.
You got to
Let's
learn how to mix it up, a little spice.
yeah, but I
Spice of
get
life.
it. I get it. Like you said, once you start something, you got to make sure you continue that pressure. So
Yeah. It's not hard.
it's not. I think also knowing my weight, the way my brain works, I'll be like, man, I'm getting bored of doing this. I need to find something else to do. I'm just starting to like, I'm just like lately. That's how I've been trying to figure. I'm like, man, okay, I've been doing this about 2, 3 years. Like, this is getting boring. Let's time to switch it up. Like, this is all right. Maybe we'll reverse it. All right, Valentine's Day is on the 9th now. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's just I'm like,
We're gonna change the whole game.
we're gonna
We're just
change
gonna
the
change
whole
the whole
game.
game.
That's just
Hey, bro, happy
speaking.
birthday, bro. It's the second. This is the day
I
I'm
know.
celebrating it on.
Yeah,
Now we
that's
get. Now we get. Don't don't hit me with this foolishness.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know,
Don't hit me with
like
this foolishness.
for you, bro. Like I don't know what's worse, having your birthday on Christmas or having your birthday on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Why you? Well, I mean, I get it from your perspective, because like my
No.
brother.
So
Well,
so check it out. This is the reason why. So on Christmas, at least you'll still get one primary gift, and you'll get to celebrate your birthday. On Valentine's Day, if you're like, hey, if you don't want to get nobody nothing, and you're with somebody, guess what's not going to happen?
mm.
Yeah, you know,
You
the
know what's crazy?
the expectation is totally different when it comes to other holidays like that. Like Christmas,
You
oh
know,
yeah, you'll still get to celebrate. You'll get to do X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. You'll probably get one main gift the day before or the day after, and you'll still have a party, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Valentine's Day, if you're with somebody, which there's few times that I've been with somebody and they've been great birthdays, but the times I've I haven't been with someone, there's still been great birthdays, but it became an issue. Like I want to say like one or two times. He was like, "Oh, where's my gift at?" What you mean?
mm.
It's my birthday. Well, that doesn't mean you don't have to give me a gift. I was like, "Did you give me something for my birthday?" Oh, so now we just looking at each other crazy.
Mm.
So, um, and then always the argument
Yeah,
is about the gift. Oh, well, it's Valentine's Day. We can do this. I can do that thing. You'd be like, you mean what you did yesterday? But now,
I,
I can tell you, I've
I,
had we laugh about it and we joke about it. I've had I've had some great birthdays with some pretty special people that I'm still cool with to this day, and then I've had some
not so great birthdays.
I had some great birthdays.
Yeah, we'll
You
say
know,
that. We'll say that.
yeah,
Right.
we've
Yeah.
had some not so great birthdays.
Yeah, we'll say that. We'll say
You
that.
know, just imagine being a young child and your family forgot it was your birthday.
Um, See, this is where me and you kind of fall in the same category, bro. So, knowing when my birthday is, February 1st, guess
Yeah,
my parents decided to get married.
yeah, February 1st or the 30th,
No,
right? It was 31st,
thir- the 31st of January.
31st of January. Yeah.
Like, out of all days, y'all could have got y'all do it the day before my birthday. So like for me,
How old were
I
you at
did
that
it.
time?
So my parents, now that I know the truth, I
Now
think
that
my
I know
parents,
the truth,
yeah, I think I was like 7. I was probably like 7.
7.
I think I was
That's
like
a good one. Yeah.
I think I was like 7 when they got married. I remember their wedding too, because that
So
shit
you
was
was about to
ghetto as
turn
fuck.
8. Like, oh
Yeah,
man,
bro.
so
Bro,
I'm about to get
their
tomorrow.
my parents' wedding was ghetto as fuck. They walked down the aisle to "Tie the Knot" by fucking Digital Underground. Tie the
That's
knot,
what's up.
tie the knot.
That's what's up.
That's they had matching sweatsuits on. I believe my mom had a
Oh, that's even
my
better.
mom yeah, my mom had a purple one and my dad had a green one, jumpsuits. And then when you walk, I don't know why I remember this stuff so vividly. And I remember you walk outside, there's a chest full of 40s, and my dad's friend Terry's throwing rice. I was like, this shit is, and now they're like, this shit is so good. But my parents been married 30 plus years. I'm the type of person to believe that like big weddings be the ones that always like break up and shit. But my parents had a small, like intricate wedding. I don't even think the Tempe Chapel is there anymore. But yeah, man, like they've been married like 30 plus years and fucking still doing it. So I my hat's off to them, bro. But yeah, like for me, like you, like my I. It's not that my birthday was forgotten, but I never got to, I guess, celebrate in a sense that made me feel like it was my birthday because it was always like, oh, here's a gift, or I never had like no big birthday party or anything like that, or you know what I'm saying?
Well,
So,
the 40th is this year for you, so
I
they
but
trying to
but
they trying
but
to go all
but
out.
but here's my thing. like I because of that, like it's just another day for me. Like, all right, cool, I'm turning 40. Like, you know what I mean? Not to get too far off of Valentine's Day, but it's just like it's just another day because it's like, cool, I'm turning 40. I made it to 40 years old. I'm happy. Let's just move on with life. Like, you know what I mean? That's not like something I really want to celebrate. When once I become a once I become a self-made millionaire, then I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, let's do some celebration. But right now, like I'm on the grind. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. But I feel like and this is my thing too. Like this is like to go back to Valentine's Day, bro. When you're talking about, I don't know what's like we talk about gift giving, right? So I remember one specific Valentine. I gave a girl a gift and she threw it away, bro, like right in front of me, dog.
Ooh.
I think I was in like third. I think I was in like third grade, dude. I was like, that like crushed my little feelings, bro.
And that's when my voting started.
Yeah, that's when I became numb. That's when I was. That's when I turned. That's before, before Eminem, bro. I was on
That's,
my
that's when
KRS
my
One
villain
shit.
arc
Like,
started.
yeah, that's when it started, bro. But like that's like stuff like that, bro. Like, you set with good intentions, and then like somebody turns around and is like, fuck you.
Hey, so you bring up third grade, right? So I got a funny third grade story. You know how we used to throw parties in third grade and stuff like that? Well, my school did, my class did. So
Yeah, like you'd have the. Yeah, I know you're talking
the
about.
classroom parties, yeah, right? We had a
Yeah.
Valentine's Day party, and this is third grade, and I was like, oh, this is nice, this is cool. And one of the young ladies at the time I had gave a Valentine's because I had gave it to everybody because hey, it's my birthday, blah blah. Here's this, here's that, and I just so happened to say it was my birthday, and she was like, "So we're throwing this party for you." The disgust, the disgust on her face. I was like, I don't think so. I think this is for the class. I just know today's my birthday, and that's it. No, we're not doing this. I didn't bring cupcakes for this. I didn't get my mom to bring. I was just like, oh, okay. And she went
Oh,
told the
little girls could
teacher,
be.
and she went told the teacher, and the teacher was like, no, no, this is for the class. This is just a Valentine's Day party. Oh, because if it was for him, it was just, and I was just like, oh, well, all right. I didn't, I didn't know. Okay, well, darn. So yeah, I already knew the party wasn't for me, but it was just the fact that she went that far out of her way just to be like,
Bro, little girls
ugh.
could be so. Little girls could be so freaking cruel, bro.
That was the same year. My parents kind of forgot about my birthday, so
I'm sorry hey man, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
that was just
And
how
we're
it
better.
was.
We're better now. We're better, right? We're adults. We're better now.
That's why I said, in boot camp
We're
when I
better
wasn't getting letters, it was fine. It was like,
Yeah,
I'm
like
just used to it.
it kind of made me to what you were talking about. So like recently, I think it was like was it beginning of the year? It was right before Josiah's holiday break, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if I talked about this. So there's this little black girl. They had like this competition thing where his class got like best attendance for the whole week. So they do like this Super Bowl freaking like celebration thing, and they set up games for them because they got the best attendance or whatever. It's all different types of things, but they got a best. So we went to celebrate, right? So they all like get a certificate, they take a class picture. So as they're coming back down to like go to the classroom, me and Yvette are sitting there, and it's the oh, I think it's a black girl behind him. The black girl is behind him. They're walking out. Josiah sees me, he gives me a hug, and the little black girl like walked past and turns around and was like, "That's your dad?" Because Josiah's late. And I'm gonna put the video in, bro. It's hilarious. You can just see it in her face, like, yeah.
Oops, Josiah pants.
That's your dad? Yes.
Hi, I'm Josiah's dad.
And I'm his mom.
Mom is a she just freezes. And so you said that just reminded me of that moment. I was like, dude, like, she was like, I didn't know your dad was black. Like, and Yvette's like, I'm his mom. She's like,
who's this guy? Who are you,
yeah,
really?
yeah. So like, I was just like, dang, man. So I get it, bro. That moment when that little girl was like, just I'm appalled. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man. I
but
the disgust on her face.
it's like, man, like, why? I don't know. Kids are gonna be kids, man. As you get older, you
Yeah,
realize like they don't know no better. They're just like, and they're most and I the thing I figured out, most kids react off how their parents react. Right. So at one point in time, she's seen her mom act like that or something like that, or her dad, like, or
exactly.
whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So there's, I understand things, but
Nah, you like for me, for the most part, you got to come from a tough background. You either got to know how to roast, or you got to fight, or you got to do both. I knew how to roast. I learned at a very young age that I can use words and I can take a punch. So hey,
yeah, you do gotta learn. And I don't know. I feel like now you can't though. Like, we grew up in
yeah,
the era of the dozens. Like, well, our parents grew up in the era of the dozens. We grew up in the oh looking ass. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But I feel like now, like it's kind of gone away. Like I don't feel like people really like this newer generation don't really do it like how we used to do it. Like you can't even, bro. You say yo mama. I know not to get too far, but if you say yo mama to somebody, bro, it's damn near fighting words. Like that was like a normal thing. Like yo mama so fat. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I don't know. I get it. I get it.
But
It's
once
everything
again,
changes with time.
yeah, and this is why I can understand and appreciate the inclusion thing where you have to bring a Valentine's gift for everyone. Valentine's card for everyone.
Yeah.
Nobody
Oh,
gonna be excluded. And that's
like
why
even Josiah.
that's like one of the only things I agree with when it comes to including people. You can include people and invite them to things, but like if you're doing a whole class thing, yeah, do the Valentine's. Like boom, 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 boom. If you don't want to invite
Yeah,
somebody
like
to your party, cool. You don't have to invite nobody to your party.
nah.
But when you're
But I mean,
doing like a class thing, like passing out Valentine's Day cards and stuff like that, to make sure everyone gets one, because once again, some kids can always be felt left out.
wait, did so when you used to do the class thing, did they used to send you home with a roster so you can write all the names on the Valentine's Day cards?
Yeah,
Yeah, they used to do that shit stuff
yeah.
too. Boy, man, and
Mm. Everybody
man,
gets something.
I had some chicken scratch back in the day. I'd be handing them out, couldn't remember them.
Yeah.
Then my mom started doing them. She's like, I'm just gonna write them out.
But yeah, you always find the special one. It's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, 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 bruh. I can't tell you. Like
I like I like it'd
some
be like
people, some people just need to learn how to take rejection sometimes, and it sucks.
yeah. I mean, with some rejection, you'll take some wins too. Like you gotta learn how to take that rejection and bounce back off of it. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
come back. I take the rejection and come back from.
So, but I get it. I mean, overall, I would say, and okay. I yes, Valentine's Day comes at the same time every year, just like every other holiday that's already freaking written in stone on the calendar. However, there are people who are still forgetful about those days. And when they forget, it makes them look totally bad. And there's no way to come back. What I'm trying to get to is there's just no way to come back from it because the first thing somebody's rebuttal is going to be like, it's at the same time every year.
I feel like it's a certain type of people with a certain type of phone.
What are you trying to say? We're not going there right now. That's not a
If
thing.
you can take it how you want it, but I feel like it's a certain type of people with a certain type of phone. Because I'm not gonna
Okay.
say this. I don't want the episode to get restricted or anything. But I just feel
Okay.
like it's a certain type of people with a certain type of phone that feels
Mm.
like that they're more superior than other people with other phones, but then they're the ones who always forget these things for other people because they're
Okay.
inconsiderate sometimes. I'm
Okay.
just throwing it out there.
We're
I'm
not
not
we're not
talking.
gonna name
I'm
we're
not.
not
I'm
gonna
not.
name no names,
I'm
but
not
I feel
talking
like it's the
about
other
you
way around.
specifically. I'm just talking about.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't think it has anything to do with a phone. I think it just has to do with people's brain trigonometry and
Man,
how they
brain
think.
trigonometry. Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm just saying, some people they just real scatterbrains. I don't think it has anything to do with a phone,
If they weren't
but
really worried about the color of the text and worried about the day of the week, I'll be fine.
well, anyways, I'm not. We're not gonna stress over that. All I'm saying is, you got a phone. Put a calendar reminder in there to let even a week ahead, right? To
Yeah.
maybe for Valentine's Day, maybe you need to do a month ahead. Like that's month, 2 months,
Especially if you're trying to
realistically.
book a fancy hotel
Yes,
or trying to
or
book a
dinner.
trip, stuff like that.
Yeah, like plan ahead, right? So,
Yeah.
um, but it's here nor there. It's here nor there in the sense of like you know better too. Once you become an adult, you know better. So you can't make that
And
valid excuse.
and another thing too, if you're with someone, make sure y'all on the same page. Because I've heard stories where literally someone had planned something and then it was like, well, I already had this plan to go on this trip with the girls. What do you mean?
Facts.
Why
Yeah,
why did you make this why did you make this plan last minute? It's
this
not.
whole
It's a 5-star restaurant. Had to
this this
plan
whole
months in advance.
this whole like Galentine's thing,
Oh man.
like, like I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna go too far in the weeds. This is like there ain't no such thing as a Dudentines, like,
Nah.
but then
I
like all of a sudden
I feel
there's
like it should
Galent.
be equal, 110%. Like whoever you with,
This
I don't feel
this
like it
is
should be the main person, because all right, between the usual, one person is more gift giving than the other person, but then the other person just seems lazy. It's like, oh well,
you know you know what? Maybe we're looking at this wrong, right? I feel like men aren't celebrated enough at all for anything, even when they fuck up and keep like. I feel like men aren't celebrated enough, but women celebrate themselves 24/7. Maybe we should start doing dude times. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like women celebrate themselves all the fucking time, but dude, like, am I wrong? Am
no,
I
you're not.
freaking wrong? That's
And
what
that's
I'm
all.
saying.
Look, like
But we don't get
that's what I'm.
celebrated by them for
That's what I'm gonna
nothing.
be doing.
Like,
I'm gonna be
you
celebrating
know.
myself.
We should start having
I'm
fucking dude
I'm
times, bro.
I'm
Like,
pretty much gonna
we
be
all get
celebrating
together.
myself because I don't got nobody this. I don't got nobody this year, so I'm
Yeah, let's just all get together. We'll
I'm
fucking
be at Mardi Gras pretty much. I'm be at Mardi Gras
bro.
celebrating my birthday.
We can
So
just get all the homies together. We fucking buy out the strip club and have a dude times. You know what
nah,
I'm
we're not gonna do
saying?
no, no,
I'm saying I don't know, bro. I'm just
no,
saying, man. Like, but
no.
Valentine's Day this year, I think it should be good. Hopefully for everybody. Hopefully everybody planned ahead. We'll see what happens. Let us know in the comments below what happened on your Valentine's, and we'll talk about it a little bit on the next episode. But yeah, man. I hope everybody has a great Valentine's this year. It's 2026, still the beginning of the year. So, um, this is your boy, Will the Creative, and my dog, Reggie the Tech.
Hey man,
Uh,
it costs nothing to order some flowers. You can type in anything and everything.
Facts.
Like, hey, can I buy where to buy flowers? If you want same day flowers, chocolates, it's not hard. Um, don't be that last minute person trying to run to the store and then be like, "Where's all the stuff? It's already gone."
Facts.
Literally, January, they're already putting out Valentine's Day stuff, so you have no excuse. If you got
Heck, I want
somebody, cool. If you got somebody, make sure you're ahead of the curve. If you don't got somebody, take care of yourself. Take yourself out
facts.
that day. You can go do a lot of things. Like I said, myself, I'm going to party that weekend. Bring my 39th in right for me. But that's not everybody. You don't have to sit in the house sad and be, oh, woe is me. Go out, have fun, meet people. Literally, have a good time. But
True.
as Will
Self love
said,
is everything.
as as Will said, self love is everything. Put in the comments some of your horror stories or some of your good stories, and we'll when we when we're recording, we'll see them and we'll put them out there. Until next time, Grumpy Gills out. Stay grumpy.
Peace.